49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. Now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Carr to throw on second down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. Here's Carr to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a second and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Here we go now on first and goal. Carr now to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one going to be off target and touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good one there.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Yeah, he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Carr. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
White. OP.
Coming left is Kamara. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Carr going to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Kamara is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Williams is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They need 12 here. It's third down. Throwing here, Purdy. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. On first down, Carr. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenges. This series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Michael Thomas. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Here's first and goal. And gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they pulled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now after the INT, it's Carr. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach